Hello everybody, welcome to my live. How's everyone doing this evening? My name is Laura Rodrick. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator and I am in San Antonio, Texas. So thank you for joining me. Let me make sure I'm coming up here. Okay, good. All right, so I say this every week. It's a beautiful evening here in San Antonio. It was 92 driving home today, so for us that feels much cooler. Although I think Chicago actually had hotter weather than us today. But very nice day. Finally our weather's starting to get just a little bit cooler, so that's exciting. But still warm and sunny, which we love. All right, is everybody having a good week this week? It's already going by fast. Yeah, made it through Tuesday, so that's good. All right, so I'm jumping into Halloween tonight. I'm super excited to show you the projects. Probably a little bit early on the Halloween stuff, but I'm afraid it's going to sell out. And then I'd be very disappointed if I didn't get to do any projects with it or show you any projects. So I thought, okay, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do some Halloween projects tonight. So I think they're really fun projects. So I hope you like them. All right, so let's get started. Let me just say first, did you guys get the Halloween house? Because I know last week we talked about it, but that sold out. It's not coming back until after Halloween. But, you know, it'll be around all the way through next Halloween, which is good. So I made the house a couple weeks ago, and I wanted to display it in my craft room. And I got a couple of those little tea light candles that, you know, have a little battery, and I put them in, and I don't know, I just wasn't impressed with it because you couldn't see that well with the light. And then of course I forgot to turn it off. So you're just wearing down the batteries. So I got some, let me show you. I got some of those like a string of the fairy lights, and I put it in. And it also, because when you do it that way, you also get the top windows illuminated too, which is great. And then you can see all the wires. It's like this giant, massive ball of wires with lights, right? So that's fun. And the other thing that's great about it is it's on a timer. So it'll go on at the same time every evening and go off. I won't have to remember to shut it off before I go to bed. So I'm kind of excited about these little lights. And they're very bright because they're the LED lights, right? So that's what I did with that. I still didn't put together the fence or the trees. So I'm going to have to be doing that soon. But at least I have the light thing under control. Now I don't have to move it every night too. Okay, so let's talk about our contest that we do every week. So every week I do either a share or a comment contest. Last week was for comments, so thank you to everyone who commented. What I was giving away are these beautiful faux glass dots. I don't know if you can see the colors in these, how pretty they are, but they're absolutely beautiful. And the winner this week is Danette Linville. So Danette, I don't have your address. If you could message me or email me, I will put these in the mail for you. And congratulations to you. And thank you to everyone who shared my video and made comments. I really appreciate it a lot. Okay, this week we're going to do the same thing. All you have to do is comment in the comments either on this Facebook page or on my Facebook page business, or on YouTube video, okay? So this week what I'm going to give away is these Stampin' Up water painters. Hi, Sharon. Do you guys have a set of these yet? These are awesome. Now, I'm not a big watercolor person, but I do occasionally watercolor. So I have some rudimentary skills, but it's enough to make a card, right? So anyway, all you have to do is comment. You could win these for next week. All right. I'm going to turn my camera around, and then I have a few things to show you, and then we'll get started on our cards. So let me flip this. So I've been having trouble the past couple weeks with see how far away it is? So I think I figured it out a little bit yesterday. So let me try and zoom, and then I can move it a little bit. And is that too close? I don't think it's too close. I think that's going to work just fine. Let me just make sure I kind of have it where I want it. Maybe down just a little bit. All right, being super picky here. I think that's better. But it doesn't show up on my iPad right away, so we'll see I'm not sure if you guys are seeing it or if it just zoomed in on the phone, because right now I'm looking at it. It doesn't look zoomed in on the iPad. So I'm not sure. Let me zoom out and try and zoom in again. Whoops. Okay, that did not work. All right, hold on. It looks like, hold on. All right. Can you guys see that now? Let's try one more time, then I'm done playing. Let me move it over. All right, I'm not gonna play with it anymore. Hopefully you guys can see it a little more zoomed in. If not, I'm sorry. I've been working on it, trying to figure it out. Spent lots of time on Google. Was doing some lives with just myself to try and figure it out. I don't know why all of a sudden it's so far away. Okay, anyway, let's get going. So let me show you. Yeah, that's nice, right? Big close-ups of my hand, great. Okay, did you guys, okay, so today's updates, I don't know if you got the email for updates, but they showed a scrapbooking brochure, and this is, you can purchase some of these scrapbooking kits now starting the 4th of September. So I'm super excited about that. I'm just going to show you a couple of things. They said we can show them to you now, and September 4th is next week, so that's coming up. And so from what I could see, and I didn't have a whole lot of time to look at it because I was at work today, but there's about 4 different kits and a whole bunch of different products, right? So I'm just showing you a couple of the kits. This is a reindeer memories kit, and as you can see, it coordinates with the reindeer kit that we have, you know, from our normal card making stuff. So you can see the scrapbook papers and these little sheets of stickers, right? Here's some of the layouts, and I believe in the kits they're going to give you instructions like Paper Pumpkin for doing these layouts, and I think there might even be some videos too, so that's super exciting. So these are really cute scrapbook pages. Now, I haven't scrapbooked in years. When my kids were little, I used to scrapbook all the time. I've got lots of scrapbooks from them, and then I haven't done it. I didn't really have time to do it anymore, but now I'm intrigued, and I'm like, these products are really cute. I think I'm going to start scrapbooking again because, you know, I have grandkids now, so that's exciting. So here's another one from the same kit. What a cute little layout. So this will be fun for Christmas. And then Halloween, so that's exciting. So you can see the papers here, and you have this this little, what do you call it? Like a sticker sheet. And then look at how this coordinates with what we're using tonight, right? See the little potions and spells books and stuff? So all this coordinates with the set we're going to use tonight, which is exciting. Here's some of the cute Halloween layouts. So that's super fun. I would definitely want to do some of that. And then some of them come with, so let me go to the next page. There's another cute layout. And you can see how they're saying it coordinates with the potions and spells kit that we're going to use. But they come, in addition to having the sticker sheet, they also have stamp sets. So you have these great big stamps that you can use for your scrapbooks and pages. So that's great. I love it. So anyway, just a couple of sneak peeks. There's also, you guys know that snowy scene set that's coming out with the little snow globes. There's a whole set on that. And then there's a nice autumn set too. So I'm excited. They Stampin' Up really did a good job. And I think these scrapbooking kits are going to be absolutely beautiful. So you can start ordering those on the 4th, the new catalog on the 3rd. I don't know why they're on different days, because now I feel like I'm going to have to place 2 orders. Anyway, a couple just quick reminders. If you still have any of your $5 coupons, you can redeem them till the end of August. I'm sure probably most people have redeemed them already, right? 15% off the Select Designer Series paper. That's going to end August 31st too. So if you want any of these papers that are still out, I want to say the Country Woods was not available right now, but some of the other ones are available. This is the one we used last week. So get your papers while you can. All right, mini catalog. I just wanted to mention, this is so cute. Don't you love the front of this with these little houses? I'm so excited to use this set. September 3rd, you can order from the mini. So that's next week. That is next Tuesday, the day after Labor Day. So I might send out an early host code on Monday. So if you're going to order with me on the 3rd, you can place your order. Because I know some people like to get up early and place their orders right away. So I'll probably send Monday night a new host code for next week. All right. I know I will get up early and order before I go to work that day. Okay, you guys, here's the projects we're going to do tonight. So we have this little, this is new, right? This little, this book box is a new one. And then I found these, you guys, look at how cute these are. So these were at Target. These are $1 a piece. There's these little cork jars, like this says witches brooms. So I wanted this to be like a little spell book, and you open it up and you've got some of the ingredients for, you know, potions or whatever. This is called Vampire Bites. So they've got some different ones at Target. They've got this one. This is not candy. It's just bones to brew, and it's plastic. It's not candy. And so there's one with feathers. There's one with eyeballs. This is, what does this one say? All-seeing eyes. So you guys, these are so cute. So if you order the set with me this week, I will give you 2 of these. I'll bubble wrap them. Hopefully they make it to you. They seem like they're pretty sturdy. They're not going to break easily. Just so you have something to put in there. You can always put candy in there. The other thing I found at Target, which I thought was really fun, are these little bottles. These are also, I think these are $1. Maybe they were $2. They might be $1. But anyway, these fit in here too. And so they have 3 different ones. Not all of them fit in here. The witch's hat one is a little bit taller, so it does not fit in here, but the one with the bat does fit in here. So that's another thing you could put in there if you wanted to. Or you can just put candy in. But like I said, if you get the kit, I'll send you 2 random bottles like this. Okay, so we're going to make this and use this new book box. I also used a magnet, but I'm going to show you another alternative thing to use besides a magnet. Okay, then we're going to make this cute little Happy Halloween treat holder. I've got some of these little gummy nerds. I'm kind of addicted to these. You guys know the nerd ropes, but these are just like the little ones that you can just pop in your mouth and eat 100 of them. Yeah, so those are delicious. So we're going to make that. Then I have this cute little bubble holder. So these little bubble ones are super fun. I think this would be a nice treat for a classroom. You know, if you have children, grandchildren, this would be fun to bring if it's allowed. I don't know what the school rules are because I'm kind of out of that loop right now, but I thought this would be fun. I thought these little were really cute. If you order the kit from me this week, I'm also going to send you this set of bubbles too, so you can make. I like you to be able to make the projects and complete them as designed, and so you don't have to buy like 100 of these on Amazon or something, right? You can complete the project. And then we're going to make a card, a really sparkly, beautiful card. So those are our projects for tonight. Okay. That was a lot of talking. Hi, Lisa. Okay, you guys. So this is the, now this is an online exclusive, so it's not in the catalog. This is the stamp set. It's Potions and Spells, and it's really fun. There's only 2 Halloween stamp sets this year, right? Oh, Lisa, thank you for sharing. So this is one of them, and then there's another one that has like little ghosts and stuff in it. So we'll probably be using, I have an idea for that one. So that's going to be coming up in the next few weeks. But these are fun, nice dies. I'll show you as we go along kind of what we're going to do with all this stuff. Also on the first project, just for the label, the little, where it says a little hocus pocus, I just used this label right here out of the perennial postage dies. So it's got the flat sides and then just the edge, right? So I used that one. If you get the kit, that is going to be in your kit die cut, okay? So here's the pieces that are going to come in your kit die cut, and then you're going to get one of these new fun boxes. So what I love about these Stampin' Up boxes, I'm just going to start folding these as we're talking, is they already have the adhesive on them. So you're just folding and assembling, and it's just so easy. It literally takes just seconds to put them together. Oh, Lisa, I'm glad you're excited about Halloween. I couldn't resist. I'm like, it's time for some Halloween. Let's do it. And I could have kept making projects forever because, yeah, I love Halloween. It's one of my favorites. Okay, so I just took the adhesive off the side and I'm just folding it in. You can see how it's got like the tear and tape adhesive here. So I'm just going to lift that up, fold in the sides, and just fold it in, okay? So this is the part that's going to hold our little containers, right? Okay, and then here's the second part. So let me fold this up, and you can use your bone folder to kind of burnish everything, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to fold. So basically that's how that folds, okay? So you've got some adhesive here and here too, and then just on this little flap. Now I'm not going to take the adhesive off the flap because I feel like once you put that down, it's going to rip your paper or whatever it's going to do, okay? So I've got some alternatives for that. I already showed the magnet, right? So I put a little magnet on the inside right here, and then I put the magnet just like that. But then after that, I was thinking, I don't know about a magnet, because if you put candy in there for kids or something, kids and magnets, I don't know, they could swallow them. It kind of scares me a little bit. So, all right, so let's take the adhesive off of here. And it's nice that they have these little, so you can see it pretty well too, right? But what I found with this is it works best if I can center it, and you can definitely do that. Or you can kind of put it to the edge too. So it's up to you how you want to do it. So if you want to put it to the edge, you can do it this way. Just line it up this way, and then, bring that in. I'm going to kind of center it a little bit. So I'm trying to center on 4 sides, and I can't see the top because of the camera. But let's just put it right about here. You want to get it right the first time because this is pretty sticky. Okay, so there it is. There is our book box. That didn't take long at all, right? Now we need to decorate it. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, so I've got this for stamping. We're going to do some stamping and coloring and die cutting on that. Then I have all these little pieces. So I've got Gorgeous Grape for the first layer. All right, and this Gorgeous Grape is 2 7/8 by 3 3/4, and I have 2 pieces. And then I have another that's 3 3/4, but then this one is 7/8. Okay, so this is gonna go down first. So let's get out some adhesive and just start putting a few things together. So I'm just gonna run some adhesive. This is gonna be like our binding on the side, right? So I'm just gonna kind of center that on here, and then we're gonna put another layer. This layer is gonna go on the back, and we're going to center it. Now, here's the other thing. These corners are rounded, okay? You can round your corners if you have a tool to do it. I never got the corner rounder punch from Stampin' Up, so I'm just kind of centering it as with the sharp edges, just like that. I think it looks fine. But I did get from Amazon just this little corner rounder, like right here. And so you can see it has 3 different angles on it. And so you can match the angles. And did I put, let me see, did I do it? I thought I had one that I did. Let me just check. I did. Okay, I see it. Okay, so you can see this one is the R4, this one is the R7. I think the R4 is the one that matches. Okay, so you can see how you could round your corners like that with an R4. Okay, and then that would match up pretty good. I'm not going to do it again. I'm just going to leave it. I think it looks fine. It's just a rectangle, but this is just a little punch that you can just go ahead and, put it in there and round those corners and make it look good. Oh, okay, I didn't do that, but this is not an even thing on the bottom here. Okay, so I just wanted to show you that if you're super picky like I am most of the time, right? Okay, so let's just put our other layer here and see if we can get that centered. It looks like on the video I'm still far away, so that's a bummer. Okay, now on this one I'm using the Regal's DSP, and there's 2 different patterns. Well, there's 4 patterns, 2 on each side, so there's 2 different pieces of this in the Gorgeous Grape and the Regals. So on this one I used the little circle dots, and then I thought, well, let's try it with the stripes too and see how we like that. So if you order the kit, you're going to get one or the other. If you have a preference, you can just tell me, email me and say, hey, I really want the circles, if you don't mind, and that's not an issue. So I'm gonna put this down. We'll start on the back. Let's see, just like this. Okay, and so what size are these? These are 3.5 by 2 5/8, and then this is 3.5 by 3/4 for the edge. Looks very cute. I also thought if you want to even take it a step further, you could put the little stripes, you could do the circles and put the little stripes on so it looks like a book, right? On the side, so it looks like book pages. So just something else to think about. All right, so let's put down this last piece on the front here. And then I'm going to show you what else I decided would probably be a good idea. Okay, now I have this piece of gorgeous grape, and this piece is 3.5 by 3/4. And I just wanted to make this a little bit more decorated here. So you can do it this way and just kind of bend it. And actually I wanted it to go under here, but I can just cut it a second, it matter that much. So again, you know, we have our little problem, right? Because this is rounded. So what you can do is glue it and then just take your scissors and cut along the edge, right? That's easy because you can see the edge, and just take your scissors and cut the edge. That's easy. If you have the tools, and for this one I have just this little circle punch, then you can also just put it in here like this. Hold on. And just kind of round it that way. Let me see if I have it lined up right. Right, so now I've got it like that, if you have that. Otherwise, you know, just glue it and then just cut with the scissors that way. Either way is fine. And this might not even, if I cut it wrong, see how it doesn't line up exactly right? So I'm probably just going to end up cutting mine anyway, unless I wanted to repunch it, which kind of don't, or I can just make it a little bit shorter on this side and longer on that side. I don't think it matters that much. Okay. All right. So let me glue it. All right, I'm going to start at the back this time since I did not put it underneath. And I'm just going to start right at the edge here. And line it up this way. And line it up that way. And then I will take my scissors and cut it. And I want to kind of go straight, otherwise a lot of the white's going to show. If I angle my scissors, you know, towards the white, then it's going to show the white. Okay, so that's it. Let's see how that's going to look. Now, if you wanted to do it more permanent, you could just peel this off, you know, put your stuff inside, put your cute little bottles inside. Let's grab a couple and see which ones you want to use. We'll do the witch's broom again, and then we'll do the eyeballs. Those are fun, right? Let me take off these labels. We don't want those. And now we have our cute little ingredients and our potion book box. All right. So the other thing I want to do for this is use some Velcro. So I got these Velcro dots. And here's what they look like. I got them on Amazon, of course. So let me cut a couple of these off. And I will give you some Velcro dots in your kit this week too, if you get the kit, okay? So I'm just gonna take 2 of these and I'm gonna stick them together and pull them off. And so I want this to go right here. I'm gonna show you what I did on the last one. Okay, so this pretty much lines up. But I didn't feel, this is kind of, what should I want to say? Glossy, so it's not going to, that adhesive may not stick that well, okay? So let's put this on. I'm going to take these out for a second because I want it to be flat. Okay, and I'm just going to set it down. So I want that to stick. Now I'm going to let that sit for a little bit so it sticks. But here's what I'm going to do. And I'm not trying to overcomplicate anything, right? But I want to make sure this sticks on here really good. I'm going to take this back off, because you can see it's stuck pretty well, but not fully on this part. And then I'm going to take part of this off right here and cut it. So now we have double sticky. There we go. Just like that. Can you guys see that? All right, so I'm going to leave these apart for a minute, and I just want the sticky to really firm up. And in the meantime, we're going to start doing the rest of it, and we'll just let that sit, okay? All right, let's stamp, and then I'll show you what all our pieces are for. So for the stamp, we're going to stamp in Memento. And I have the little label that's going to say a little hocus pocus. And then we're going to stamp the bird, the crow. I I think that's a crow, right? So let me put that right up here. And we want the books. Super cute books, aren't they? Cool. And then we'll do a little hocus pocus on our sentiment label. All right. Now we're going to do a little bit of coloring. And I didn't use a whole lot of colors, but what I'm going to start with is the bird. And so what I'm using on that is the dark smoky slate and the light basic black blends. And I'm just going to start by losing my label. Let's not do that. With the basic black. And I could have done the whole thing in light basic black and maybe the lines would still show, but I just felt like that was super, super dark. So I'm just kind of outlining some of these wing lines here. And then I'm going to blend it. And I've got a little bit here, just like that, okay? And then I'm just going to blend it with my smoky slate. And it's still going to be super dark, but I think it'll have a little bit of nice blending for the bird. So I want to mention too that for these projects we're doing some repeats, right? So for the crow and the books, you're going to want to do 2 sets of these. So I'm going to show you one right now, and then when we get to the second one, you only have to watch me color the same thing twice. But it's going to, because it's going to be the exact same. Okay, now that I got it a little bit of wet, I'm going to kind of blend it a little bit. Okay, and then let's try not to get his eyeballs messed up. Okay. All right, let's take some dark pumpkin pie and finish off his beak and his cute little bird feet. Again, very skinny, kind of dotting to stay in the lines. Okay, that's it. Crow's done. The books are pretty easy too. So I'm going to start with Granny Apple Green and do the top one for spells. I was kind of trying to stick with kind of the same colors, and of course these are my favorite Halloween colors. You know, the green, the orange, the purple, very nice. I'm going to use light pumpkin pie for the bottom. I need a new pumpkin pie. I can't remember if I ordered one or not this week, because my brush tip has kind of had it. I think this set is really fun. I mean, I always like, you know, the good old classic like jack-o'-lanterns and ghosts and stuff like that, but I do love this set. It's kind of out of the ordinary, something that, you know, I wouldn't have thought of, but it's cute. Okay, this is Highland Heather. Nope, lying. Fresh Freesia. Fresh Freesia. And this is, let's see, dark. Dark Fresh Freesia. Okay, I'm going to leave the other book binding, the book pages white and the one below it. And then I'm going to take that smoky slate dark again. Hold on, where are you? And I'm going to do a little bit of outlining. So I'm just going to outline these 2 books with that. And then there's another one right, oops, right below it. And then I'm going to take the basic black blend and just fill in a couple more lines. And then we're going to be done with the coloring for this one. So you can see the lines right here. I'm just going to dark those in with the black like that. Okay? All right. Then, time to die cut. So you can see these beautiful dies, all the fun with these. Here's the one for the books. So you just take this, run it through the die cutting machine and cut out your books. And here's the one for the crow. And so you're just going to cut out both of those. All right. And that's what we need. Now, I've got those done. So here is the crow and the books all set. We get most of our pieces are coming along, right? We're getting there. All right, here's some other pieces. This we're gonna flag and put behind our label. Then I've got Old Olive and this Old Olive glimmer paper, Fresh Freesia, and I believe this is Highland Heather glimmer paper. Is that what I used for that? Yeah, okay. So we've got our purple and our green for bottles. So I'm taking the green bottle and cutting that. And then this is the inside with the glittery one. And then here's the other bottle with the Fresh Freesia. And then here's the inside for the glitter for that. Okay. So those pieces are die cut right like this. And we will glue our little bottles together. All right. We're getting close to assembling. I'm afraid I'm going to lose these little pieces, and then what are you going to do? All right, so that's what those pieces are for. Okay, let's flag our little black piece. And this little black piece is 2.5 by 1/2. So it's 1/2 and it's 2.5 long. And let's just cut up the middle and do our own flag, unless you have the punch. And then you can do it super fast and super easy, and probably a lot better than I'm doing it by hand. Okay, so we've got that. All right, are there any other pieces we need? I don't think so. Let's see if our stuff, okay, look at it, that works perfect for our Velcro, right? It's sticking to the paper, nothing's getting ripped when we're opening and closing it. Okay, so let's start by putting our, let me get my glue started. Hi, Jolene, how are you? Okay, let's add a little glue to our behind banner and kind of see if we can get this. See, I did a terrible job with the flag. I'm not good at that. I need my punch or more practice. Either way is good. All right, so that's glued. Well, we've got the glue out. Let's glue. And there is a flat side to this and a little bit curvy side. So I'm gonna put the curvy side towards the top and kind of center this. So we've got our sparkly liquid in our bottle. Whoa, hold on. Get where you're supposed to be, please. Before it dries. Okay, and then, you know what, I need my tweezers, that's what I need. Whoa. All right. Cute, right? These cute little bottles. I love it. Ugh, that does not want to stay. Okay, let's start putting this together. So I'm going to start by popping this up at the bottom. Get out some dimensionals. Okay, hold on. Time for a new sheet of dimensionals. Give me a second here. So next week, you guys, I was thinking I want to do, have you seen that? Do I have it handy? The that little set with all like the pumpkin lattes and stuff like that. Hold on one second. Let me just see if I have it here anywhere. More Than Autumn. I think this is the set I want to use next week. It's so darn cute. I feel like this is going to be one that's going to sell out super fast. So I want to use that again before it sells out. Okay, let's put our books down. I'm easily distracted tonight, right? Kind of jumping all over the place. All right, book right here, popped up. Then I'm just going to add a little bit of adhesive or glue to the crow and put him in the right place. So I want him kind of standing on the books, and he can be off a little to the side. He doesn't have to be perfectly on. Okay, so we've got that. Then let's pop up these, well, this bottle let's just put flat. So this one's just going to go like this. And then we're going to pop up the other one. Let me get a mini dimensional. Hold on, we've got too many dimensionals now. Dimensionals everywhere. I've been working on the same sheet of minis forever. All right, so I'm going to put a mini right here. And then I'm also going to put some seal on the back. So it'll go and stay where we want it to stay. And I'm just going to put this one kind of at an angle right here. Okay. All right, let's pop this up. Seems like it took me a long time to make this, but really it's very easy and very quick. I'm just all talking. This will go right here. All right, then I just wanted to add a little something here. So I got out these, let me show you what it's supposed to look like when it's not messed up, right? Adhesive backed metallic gems. And I just took some of the larger silver ones. So let me get out my messy one. And I'm just going to add 3 of them just to the front, just to add a little bit of silver. Little bling. All right, let's put our cute little potion bottles back in here. And there we go. All set. All right, project number 1. Fun. What do you like better, the circles or the stripes? I like them both. I'm not sure which one I like better. This one got kind of messed up. It looks like got a little bent. I take these things all over the place, right? They get a lot of action before we ever do the live. There's pictures and measurements and all kinds of stuff that I'm like handling them all the time. Okay, you guys, let's do this one next. This is going to be our cute little Halloween holder. And we've done this before. I think the last time I did one of these little boxes was with the birdhouses. We did a little birdhouse candy holder. This time we're just going to do the cauldron. We're going to do a very, very simple little box. All right. So here's our pieces for this one. Move some of this stuff out of the way. Nope. Is that it? Yes, it is. Okay. All right, let me pull out my book and just show you, because, you know, I sketch everything in here, right, before I do it. So this is the Cauldron Treat Box. So it's 4.5 by 5.5, and then it's scored on every side at 1.5, okay? So twice on this side, twice on that side. And that's it. It's, like, super simple. When we're just going to fold it so you can see it's 1.5, 1.5, 1.5, 1.5. I'm just going to fold it up now. Where's my phone folder? And we're just keeping it simple. So this is, the box is going to be like 1 inch by 2 inches. All right. So we want, on the long side, we want to cut these. Let me get out my longer scissors. Okay, Lisa, you like the stripes. Okay. I was thinking I kind of like the stripes too. But the designer series paper is good, right? Gives you options when there's not. So not really any Halloween designer series paper until we just saw the scrapbook kits, right? So that's going to be cute. But, you know, you can always use the Regals or all the other designer series papers too. So, okay, so this is it. Super simple. We're just going to glue the sides in like this. All right, so let's get a little bit of glue here. Very messy. And just glue this. I'm just keeping it square. I didn't, you know, taper any of the edges or anything. You're not really going to see it. It doesn't have to be fancy. It can just be like straight edges and a straight rectangle. Okay. All right. Then we'll do this one on the outside here. And then we're going to adhere the cauldron to the front. So let me get this straight. Good. Okay. We'll let that dry for a minute. So super simple. There is our rectangular box, just like that. Okay, Sharon says she likes the circles a little bit better. Okay. All right, so here's our other pieces. I just have this piece here of basic black, just 3 by 4 inches, and that's for the stamping. No, hold on, I'm lying. This is 3.5 by 3. Okay, we're going to emboss on this. This is for stamping and coloring and die cutting. We have this, so this is just basically a scrap. And this is the one that's 3 by 4. I've got this little piece of peach pie cardstock. This is 2.5 by 3/8. And I wanted peach pie because it was just a little bit lighter orange, so I thought it would be good. We're going to do our Happy Halloween stamp on that. Let me move it down here so I can remember to stamp it. Okay. And then I have this piece of silver foil cardstock. And what we're going to do with that is take this die and we're going to die cut these little like holders for the cauldron, right? So those just get die cut like that. All right, let's start by doing some stamping. So I'm going to get out my Versamark first, and we want to do the cauldron. And just like the last one, we're going to be doing 2 of everything. So if you've got your pieces out, you might as well do 2 at once, okay? So I'm just going to stamp this in Versamark. Now you could stamp it in black on white and color it. There's a million ways you could do this. I just wanted to add a little silver. I like a little bling on everything, so I thought I'm just going to Versamark and emboss it in silver and use the silver handle so it kind of coordinates a little bit. And you know what I didn't do, which I should have done, is I should have used my embossing buddy because it's black especially. All right. But actually I don't see a whole bunch on there that's going to stick, so we'll see how it comes out. I want to make sure I get enough on here really good so that we get a nice good. Okay, that looks pretty good. I've got a little bit to play with my brush. Put the slit on. And not that it matters because we're die cutting this, so this isn't even going to show, but I'm doing it anyway. All right, where's my reverse tweezer? And heat emboss. Okay, did I get all those spots? I don't want to miss anything. Whoops, here we go. Gotta get that little handle. Okay. I think that looks pretty good. So I kind of like it that way. You can see, let me hold it up a little bit so you can kind of see the silver. And that looks pretty good, right? Okay, then you're going to die cut it. Take the die and cut it out. So this is what it looks like when it's cut out. So we've got that piece there now too. All right, and a bunch of powder everywhere. Okay, all right, let's see what we need to stamp. So this time, going back to Memento, and we're going to do 2 of these sets of bubbles too. So if you're doing everything at once, you can do 2. We're only going to do 1 cat. But for future cards, we're going to end up doing 2 total of these bubbles, and they're going to be colored the same way. So I'm going to leave a little bit of room at the bottom because I want to have a little extra room to glue this on. Okay, so there's our bubbles. Now let's get the cat. Put that on there. And then we're going to do a little bit of coloring. So again, this one's a pretty easy project. There's not a whole lot of pieces. I just put that away and I didn't stamp Happy Halloween. Silly. I love this little font on this Happy Halloween. It's so cute. Love it. Looks good. Okay, so let's start with the bubbles. Let me get my blends out again. And so I'm going to start with the dark fresh freesia and color some of the bubbles. And I can go a little bit extended on the bottom. It's going to be cut off, so none of this is really going to show at the bottom. And then this one right here. And then this big one. And you can see these bubbles kind of have a highlight, right? So I don't want to color in the highlight. I want to leave that white. All right. And then this little one right here. I'm going to try and get all the purples in at one time. Am I missing anything? This one right here. Okay. I think that's it for the purple. I'm going to go to orange next, and I'm going to use, I think I used, did I use the light pumpkin pie? I think I used the light pumpkin pie. Yeah. All right. I thought it'd be fun to have colorful bubbles. I wanted to make it colorful and fun. Whoops. Whoa, I went way out of the lines on that one. Not cool. All right, is that it for the orange? I also brought in another color this time, and this is Melon Mambo. So we'll just add a little bit of brightness. This one right here. Okay, and I think I did this teeny tiny one right there too. All right, then that leaves us with Granny Apple Green. And this one is light Granny Apple Green. But I think I'm gonna use, is this the tip that's not working right? I'm gonna make it a little bit darker by using this tip. And then you can see those cute little like star things there too. I'm just adding a little bit of Daffodil Delight. It's hardly even noticeable because they're so small, but I'm just gonna put a tiny bit of Daffodil Delight in. Oh, I'm lying, Lemon Lolly. I must stop lying about these things. Lemon Lolly. I think I put Daffodil Delight on the project and measurement sheet, so I'm gonna have to change that. Okay, now the cat, I'm just doing dark and light smoky slate. Let me just check it to make sure I've got it right. Whoa, what is this one? Light, okay. I think I got the caps messed up a little bit. Yeah, I switched the caps. Threw me for a loop. I guess we can try and do this in little sections so it blends well. And it probably blends better with the brush tip. Just a little bit up here. I don't want, it's blending pretty well. I don't want too much bleeding, because I don't want it to bleed outside the lines. Okay. Let's keep going. All right, just a little bit more highlighting, or shading, I should say, right? Kind of do the front sides of the paws to be consistent. And just this little piece right there. Then we can just finish filling it in. I didn't want to, again, do like a whole black cat, right? Although ideally I wanted it to be a black cat, but we just kind of went for a little bit of gray. I'm going to switch tips because I feel like it's going to blend better with this tip. It looks like it's going to be just a little bit darker too with this tip right here. Okay, let's get that blended in a little bit more. Okay, I think that's better. Let me just get a little bit darker right here. All right, that's it. We're done coloring. The nose, if you want to take a little bit of pink, what have I got? A little Flirty Flamingo, just to do the cute little kitty cat nose. Okay, so there's a die for the cat. So we're going to die cut that out. There's no die, so we're going to fussy cut this, all right? Let me get my color lifter too, because you can see I went out of the lines a little bit on this orange one. Need to fix that. So I'm going to leave the part at the bottom because that's the part I'm going to want to glue behind the cauldron. And I'm just going to kind of go around with my scissors in as far as you want, or just do like a general outline on the outside. Only takes a minute. It's not much to cut. Super easy. Super fun, colorful bubbles. Okay, where's our cat? Here's our cat, all die cut out. Okay, so we're going to start by, let's glue our bubbles on the back of our cauldron. Just however you want it, so your bubbles are just kind of sticking out of the top like that. Just like that. A little bit of glue right there. Not a problem. Okay, the cat, let's do these first. So these little like handle things you can put on the side, when you cut them out, it cuts two at once, and they're the same, so they're not like opposite. So that's a little weird. So I just glued them on the sides like this. You could also glue like one behind like this. Let's do that for this one and see if we like that better. So that means on the back of this one and the front of this one. I think I like that better than the other way that I did them. And the front of this one, or the back and the front this way. I think I like the way that looks. Whoa, wrong angle. Okay. Now let's put our cat on. You can pop him up if you want to. I didn't, but I'm going to this time. Okay, and then let's pop up with some minis, our cute little happy Halloween sign. So it's still, you guys are seeing the same thing as me, right? That I'm still far away in the video. I don't understand why I can't get it to zoom in. Like I said, I was practicing with it last night and I got it to zoom and it did come up on the video, so I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Okay, this is just gonna go kind of right here. All right, now all we have left to do is just attach it to the box. So I'm just gonna get some adhesive. And I want it to sit like right at the bottom. And I could go a little bit over to the right more. Pull that off a little. Go a little bit more this way. Okay, there we go. Cute, right? I'm still not getting it right. Perfect. All right, all we need to do now is put some candy in there. So do I have... So the ones from Stampin' Up are kind of big. You can see they're kind of wide, right? So I'd probably want to fold it and put the candy in, but I like that there's a lot on the top. But Amazon also has some like less expensive ones, and I feel like these might be a little bit better. You still have to fold them in a little bit, but they're more flimsy, which in this case is good. Flimsy is better for this. So I have these are the gummy clusters I was telling you about, and they're for Halloween, so they have the Halloween colors, so that's pretty fun. So I'm just going to toss a bunch of these in there. Have you guys tasted these? They're so good. They're addicting. I like the Nerds Ropes at Christmas, but these little ones you can just pop in your mouth, and they are delicious. Now, obviously, you can use any candy that you want. Use M&Ms or anything that you would like. All right, so I'm going to kind of put it in here before I close it to make sure it fits. Okay. And I'm going to cut off the top that has this like adhesive part because we're not going to use that. And then I'm going to get out some of this ribbon that I love, which is this silver and white ribbon with the pretty silver edges. And we're just going to tie this. Make sure we got enough. Nice big bow. God, you guys, these things smell so good. I want to pop one in my mouth right now. It smells delicious. All right, so let's make sure that looks pretty. And hopefully it didn't get too far when I took it out. Fits well. All right, did we forget anything? I don't think so. That's it. That's our cute little treat holder. These would be fun to give out to people at work, right? Little friends. I think I definitely like the handles better behind than just in front, for sure. Okay, let's move on to our next one. Hey, you guys, going back to the first one, I did want to mention, before I found these cute little bottles at Target, I had ordered some from Amazon that were just clear glass bottles with cork. And then I just got some Nerds. I've got some purple, some strawberry and grape ones, just some Nerds, and put them in there. So I thought that's a cute one if you want to just do candy too, right? To do that. Or just put candy in. But anyway, a couple of little alternatives. You could tie little ribbons on here too. That'd be really cute. But that was my original plan until I went to Target and found these cute little bottles there. Okay. All right, let's move on to our third project. This one will be pretty quick. Put some of my toys away. All right. Let me find it. This is the one we're going to do next, is our cute little bubble holder. And this goes by pretty quick. I think I already said that, sorry. Repeating. So here are the pieces for this one. Now, let me go over the measurements with you. Let me show you, first of all, let me show you my diagram here, right? So we're doing 5.5 by 5, and we're gonna score it a half on the bottom. Okay, that's on the 5-inch side. We'll do a half on the bottom, and then we're gonna do a half, 1, 3, and 3.5. Okay, and then we're going to cut off 1.5 here this way. So this is kind of what the diagrams looks like. Let me put it a little bit closer so you can see it. All right, and then if you'd like, I can show you real quick. Let's just cut one so you can see it. So we need to start with 5.5 by 5. So let's do our 5.5 by 5. Okay, so then on the 5 side, we're going to score it at a 1/2 inch. And then on this side, we're going to score at 1/2 and 1. Whoops. Hold on, I'm having trouble getting it lined up. And 1. Okay, then at 3. And then at 3.5. Okay. And this is kind of almost like a mini version of, remember when we did that cow box to hold the little milk straws? Okay, so then what we want to do is this piece right here is going to end up being the back of it. All right, so we're going to, and we want to cut 1.5 inches down. So let me see, I would take 1.5. I'm going to flip it over and go this way. So I'm going to go over to 1.5. And so on this side, I've got the half, right? So the two that are together, and I'm going to cut it all the way down to here. All right. And that's at 1.5. So it goes all the way here. And then I'm just going to take it and line it up here and just cut out this little piece right here. Okay. All right, and then this is what we have. And I know it's really hard to see with the black. I should have just done a white one so you could see it. But as we fold it, you'll see we've got the 1/2 inch on the bottom. Okay, then we're just gonna fold all these, the rest, I've still got powder. The rest of these ones like this. So we've got this, we've got that one, 2 more, this one. And if you get my kit, it's already going to be cut and scored for you. So you'll just have to assemble it, which will be nice and easy. Okay. Then it's going to go like this. And then we're going to do the bottom. Okay. So let's add a little bit of adhesive here on this last. Oh, you know what? We have to cut first. Sorry. My bad. So we're going to cut here and here. We're going to cut off this one at the end because we don't need that one. And then I'm just going to cut my little angles here because we'll make this one a little bit neater. Okay, so that's it. Get these off. Okay. All right, now you can see it a little bit better, okay? What it's supposed to look like. All right, now let's go back to adding a little bit of adhesive here on this first one. And then we're going to fold it. Just like this. And I can lay it flat to kind of press it down. Okay. All right. Now this is just like this. This is the front. So we're going to start by taking, we're going to do the back part first. So I'm going to put a little adhesive here and then fold these down from the back flap first. Let me just hold that for a second. And then we'll take a little more adhesive here and fold the front flap down. All right, so now we have just this cute little bubble holder. Let me just press this down here. We need this to dry for a couple seconds, right? All right, so while that's drying, let's look at our other pieces. We have a piece right here to stamp and color and die cut. And we're doing the same pieces that we did before. Hold on, let me get my other one. So we're doing a bird, a crow, just like we did before, same exact color, same everything, and the books. So we've got the crow and the books, okay? That's out of this piece right here. Now I've got a couple pieces of designer series paper, and you guys recognize this, right? It's the Zinnia one. This one's awesome because it's got some really nice purples and greens in there on the flip side. So for this Flowering Zinnias DSP, this is 2 3/4 by 1 3/4, and this is 1 3/4 by 2. And these are just going to go on the front like this, okay? So let's put those down. There's that. This is going to get tucked in on the inside. Just like that. All right. It's looking good. Let's pop up our books. This is a really easy one because we're not embellishing with that many things. We've just got the crow and the books. You could do the cat if you want to put the cat on the front of yours. The cat could sit on the books, right? That would be really cute too. All right, a little adhesive on this one. Sitting again like this. All right, let's add a little bit of the silver trim because I felt like we needed just a little bit of a bow. So let's tie a bow. Love the little pops of silver here and there. A little bit big. Let's bring it down. Okay, that's pretty good. We'll glue dot that on. My bow got a little bit flat. Let me see if I can puff it up just a little bit. Make it a little bit. Okay. Put that right there. And then the only other thing I used was just some of the basic rhinestone jewels. And I'm just using 3 regular size ones just to add a little bit of sparkle. Just like that. Okay, so what goes in it? These bubbles. So I got these from Amazon. Halloween mini bubbles. So cute. They come in these little packages. So let me get one of each out. So we've got this little skeleton guy. Get out. A pumpkin. Aren't these awesome? These would be fun. And they come with a lot. So you could do, you know, a whole classroom for the kids. And I need one of the black cats. Again, if you get the kit this week, I'll be giving you the bubbles too, so you will get those. All right, let's put these in. And then let's just flip them around so you can see their cute little faces. And that's it. That's our fun little mini bubble holder. I'm definitely going to be bringing these with me for Halloween when I go to Chicago because I think Emmeline would like a little set of bubbles. I think that'd be super fun. Okay, project number 3. Let's make a card next. I need a drink of water. Hold on one second. Okay, so for the card, here's our card that we're going to make. Very sparkly, very cute, a little happy Halloween. All right, we are going to use one of the dies from Unbounded Love dies, and that would be this one right here, because I thought it was perfect for the Double Double Toil and Trouble. So we're going to do a little white label with that one. If you get the kit, that'll be die cut for you, so you don't have to have that set of dies. All right, here's our pieces. There's a lot of pieces for this one. I'm looking, what is that piece that I have cut? Okay, lots of pieces. Let's start with the card base and layers. Okay, so basic black, 8.5, 5.5, square to 4 1/4. This is 5 1/4 by 4 of Gorgeous Grape. And then this one right here is, again, that beautiful Flowering Zinnias DSP. This is 5 by 3 3/4. All right, so there is our card base. This is 5 1/4 by 4. This is going to go inside, but we're going to stamp our inside, which we're just saying Happy Halloween. We're going to stamp that in Gorgeous Grape. So let me put that aside for now. Here's the label that I talked to you about already. We're going to do Double Double Toil and Trouble. Now we've got some other pieces. This piece is the 3 by 3.5 again, and this is the basic black, and we're just doing the same thing that we did before. We're going to emboss a cauldron with silver and cut it out. Okay, so we have that piece. Now, this is just a little scrap of white, and we're doing the bubbles. Same way, we're gonna stamp them, do the different color bubbles, and we're gonna fussy cut. Now this time you can see the difference. I cut a little bit more off. See right here, I just cut like this star and this orange off because I didn't want it as high on the card because I don't have that much space on the card. All right, so we've got that. We might as well glue this onto the back of our cauldron while we're getting things out, and that can dry for a minute. So there's that, another cute little colorful cauldron. Okay, now we have this piece right here, and I don't know if I talked to you guys about this glimmer paper, but we're using from 2 different glimmer paper packs. So this one is called 3 Color Glimmer, and this has the Highland Heather, Petal Pink, and Pretty Peacock. So that's where I got the purple glitter from. Now the other set is this one right here, and it's Berry Burst, Old Olive, and White, and I believe this coordinated with the Flowering Zinnias. So we're going to use a little bit of this and the Old Olive one as well. So that's where that glimmer paper came from. All right, so we did that. This is just going to go on the inside after we stamp of the card, so I'll put that aside, and this is just a strip by 1 inch by 4. All right, so this piece of glimmer paper right here is Highland Heather, and it is 2.5 by 1.5. Okay, and what I did was I took this die right here because we want to kind of have our pot spilling over, so I die cut that out, and you're going to get this beautiful piece that's going to go right here. All right, so that's that piece. Might as well glue that on too. First I was going to do Old Olive and do a little bit of green coming out, but then I really liked the purple better. I thought that was a little bit better to kind of coordinate with everything than the Old Olive. So look at that, isn't that pretty? I didn't put handles on this time. I felt like there's so much going on with the card anyway that yes. All right, next you have just these 3 little scraps. They're just by 2 by 2, and we're just going to do the 3 bottles again in that. So we're doing this one in Berry Burst and Gorgeous Grape for those bottles, and we're going to do this one just like we did the first one in Old Olive. Okay, so those get die cut, and then these little pieces of coordinating are the insides of the bottles, just like we did before. Okay, so let's get all those pieces out. Hold on. All right, so we've got all our little bottles that need to be glued together. All right, so we've got that. We've got this piece right here, and we're going to flag this piece because this is going to go behind our Double Double Toil and Trouble. So let me just flag this piece of glimmer paper. Okay, so now we've got our little banner that's going to go right there. 2 pieces left. That's it. I have a piece of pecan pie and a scrap. This is 2x2 of crumb cake, and this is, I think this is like 3 inches, hold on, 3.5 by 1/2. Well, this is clearly more than 1/2. I gave 1.5 in your kit. And so there's a little broom. So we've got this little broomstick, and then we have this cute little broom that also embosses. And so this is what it looks like after you cut it out. You die cut that, and we have this pretty little embossed broom. All right, that's it. That's all of our pieces. So we can start putting things together. Okay, we've glued these. Let's glue our bottles together. All right, let me find the flat side of this one. All right, our old olive. Now I know old olive isn't really matching. Granny apple green was kind of the color we were going with, but I don't think the old olive looks bad. And that's the color glimmer paper we had. So that's the color I was going to use. All right, last bottle. Gorgeous grape with a little bit of that Highland Heather glimmer inside. Whoops. Now I've got our 3 bottles. All right, we need to glue our broom to our broomstick. Let's use a glue dot for that. Let me just pick this up right like this. And then we'll put our broom. It's got the little like circle on the end of it to attach it. I'm going to go a little bit lower like this. Actually, did I want to? I'm going to go just a little bit lower too, because I don't want the broomstick to be that long, because we don't have a lot of room on the card. Okay. All right, let's put it together. So let's start with this and pop it up. So have you guys seen the new catalog? Is anybody excited about ordering stuff from the new catalog? Have you already ordered stuff from the new catalog if you're a demonstrator? Do you have a favorite set? I was looking at the Christmas stuff. I think I want to do a Christmas class right away and get that set up. Cute stuff. Love the holiday crafting. Still have to, I can't forget about fall. There's still fall stuff we need to do. Fall, Halloween. All right, kind of at the bottom right here is our cauldron. All right, let's glue this. And you know what? I didn't stamp anything. Silly me. Hold on. Let's do some stamping. We don't have to do much stamping, but we do need some. I feel like this piece is a little bit, I don't know. It's got something in it. Let me get a different piece. All right. Gorgeous grape. Double, double, toil and trouble on the label. Barely fits, right? But it's actually quite perfect. All right, and then we want to do Happy Halloween on the inside. We'll come back to that in a second. You guys, come on, hold on. Where's my baby wipe? Got purple on me. Let's flip this over. Happy Halloween. All right, enough of the gorgeous grape. I'm gonna take a little bit of Memento and add did you guys see like these little star type things in here? Really cute. And we're just gonna put a couple of those on. There's 1 and 2. All right. Now, if you wanted to, you could take a little lemon lolly and color those in. Again, you're not going to see them much. I like that one. But why not? All right. Let's take a little adhesive and finish the inside off. Shrink enough room. Okay. All right, get the pieces back over. There's our inside. Okay, next. So what I was going to say before I realized I hadn't stamped anything was that I glued this on, but I felt like it made this a little wavy. So I'm not going to do that this time. I'm just going to use a little bit of seal on it, or a lot of seal on it, and see if I can get it kind of right in the middle. Okay, and then we're going to just pop this whole thing up. Don't you think that's a really fun saying? Double, double, toil and trouble. Let's get enough of these on here so it lays nicely. Okay. That's going to go right there. I feel like I got a little something on here. Hold on. Just get that off. We want it to be perfect, right? Okay, let's take our broom, and so I want, this is going to go flat on here, but you can see it's going to stick up a little bit, so I need a little bit of dimensional here. So I'm just going to take, what did I do? I threw my old one on the floor. So I'm just going to cut off a little bit of edge. And let me just do a little skinny edge right here for my dimensionals. And just put it kind of at the top of the broomstick. All right. And then I'm going to add some adhesive here. You could use liquid glue too if you want. And then we'll put our broom down. Right like this. Okay. All right, let's pop our bottles on. And I believe we're popping all of them up. So let's start by putting a little bit of minis right here. And we'll start with the Gorgeous Grape. Right there. And then we will get another mini right here and add some adhesive to the old olive one. I'm going to actually use glue. Put that one right there. And then we have the last one. Now, we're going to add some embellishments, right? A little bit of bubbles. But if you wanted little bubbles to be coming out of the tops of your bottles, you could add that too as an extra fun embellishment. I didn't do it, but I thought about doing it. So maybe basic rhinestone jewels, or maybe just the same thing that we're going to use. All right, so those are popped up. All right, what's left? I think just to embellish a little bit, right? Oh, we need a bow on the broom. So I'm using this checked ribbon. This is the large check ribbon, and it is basic black and very vanilla. I always want to say ivory, but it's very vanilla. And I'm just tying a really little bow. All right, so I want it to be kind of small with that ribbon. And then we'll glue dot it on. And just make our broom cute. All right, now we have a cute broom. Okay, going back to this set of really beautiful adhesive back shiny sequins. And we're going to use some of these and just put them in various places on here so it looks like we have some more little bubbles on the page. So we'll just start putting those on. This, another green one, and then I think there's a yellow one down here. Okay, are we done with that, you guys? I think we did it. I think we did it. I don't know, do you have a favorite project? I feel like I love the card the best because it's the most colorful and sparkly. I really think it's a good card. If you're going to be sending anybody a Halloween card, that would be good. All right, let's take a look at all. Oh, Jolene says she loves Christmas elegance. Okay. Yes, they have some really good Christmas kits this year. There's so many to choose from. I mean, there's vintage stuff and there's just so many things. So many things. And now we're going to add scrapbooking to stuff too. I'm like, oh my goodness. Okay. So we started with our Hocus Pocus. We used a little bit of Velcro. We had our fun little bottles inside. Now, you guys, if you want to get the kits this week, it's an order of $40 or more this week by Saturday, and I'll send you the make and takes to get these projects free. All right, so you'll get the little book thing. You'll get all the cardstock. You'll get the embellishments. I'll give you 2 of these little bottles from Target. In addition, you're going to get the bubbles. You'll get the Velcro. I'm not sending the nerds. You guys can get your own nerds, but I want you to be able to complete the projects, okay? Here is the host code for this week. It's S4A F3U 7Q. You can also purchase the make and takes for $22. Now, I raised these up by just a little bit just to cover the cost of the bottles and stuff like that because it's a little bit more expensive this week to send those out. But here are our projects for this week. I hope y'all liked them. I think it's fun to do Halloween. I just want to keep doing Halloween, right? I want to make more stuff with this. And when I get the Halloween scrapbooking kit, I'm sure that's going to just egg me on even more. If you guys would like the project sheet this week, email me. I'll be happy to send it to you. If you're on my email list already, this will go out in tomorrow's email, so you'll have all the measurements for this. Reminder, Paper Pumpkin, cute little autumn set this month, and you have until September 10th to order that. The kits collection, don't forget there's a Christmas kit that's already out, and I think there's going to be by next week, I don't know when they come out, usually like the first week in September, like the first week of the month, they come out with a couple more kits, and I think the next ones are going to be Christmas. So that's very fun too. Okay, you guys have a good week. Thank you for joining me. It's super fun. I love crafting with you guys. Have a great rest of the week, and I'll see you next Tuesday. All right, bye everybody.